Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished delegates, it is an honor to be here at CERAweek, hearing about exciting developments and innovation from the world's energy leaders. On behalf of the delegation from the Kingdom of Bahrain, we thank you for the opportunity to address this important and influential audience. The oil and gas industry in the Arabian Gulf was born in Bahrain when oil was discovered in 1932. The discovery coincided with the collapse of the global pearl market, a bedrock for our economy in the early 20th century. But we preserved, we innovated, and we collaborated to create a new industry that has brought prosperity to our people. We set up partnership with an American multinational in its first exploration venture outside the United States, which became a catalyst for economic development in the region. This past year, all of us have been reminded of the fragility of global systems. The energy landscape, which had already been rattled by a pandemic, has been confronted with the geopolitical events and economic uncertainty, while simultaneously needing to respond to a warming planet that is hurting the world's most vulnerable communities. But Bahrain is resilient and knows how to respond to global market shifts. In COP26, His Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, made a commitment to a global audience that Bahrain would achieve net zero by 2060, reduce emissions by 30% through decarbonization and efficiency initiatives by 2035, and double our deployments of renewables. These targets are faced with a unique challenge. Bahrain's energy-intensive industrial sector, our energy consumption intensity is 2.5 times the global average due to the success of our world-class aluminum smelter and the Babco refinery. To put it in perspective, the impact of our heavy industrialization in Bahrain would be equivalent to placing 600 smelters in the US. We have a responsibility towards our citizens to ensure we are led by the guiding principles of sustainability, affordability, and security of supply, which are enshrined in Bahrain's Economic Vision 2030 and drive the change we are embarking on. Our CO2 targets require us to embark on a complex and sophisticated journey of decarbonization. Furthermore, our domestic gas resources are becoming increasingly challenging and costly to extract while demand continues to grow. This is our reality today. But over 90 years since the birth of our oil and gas industry, Noga Holding remains ambitious in our vision for the energy landscape and accelerating the energy transition. Today, we recognize the need to transition our energy supply, be it to meet our climate action targets or to ensure our nation's energy security. With diminishing natural resources and a volatile energy market, Bahrain will be a leading country in the Gulf region in the shift to generate most of its electricity from renewables. I will repeat that again. Bahrain will be a leading country in the Gulf region in the shift to generate most of its electricity from renewables. Over the next 3 years, we will accelerate our energy transition efforts. Our plans will leverage 3 main levers that will simultaneously achieve our climate commitments, transform our energy sector, optimization of demand, a flexible power mix, and the sustainable growth of our economy. We can transform our energy sector. Starting this year, we will significantly increase domestic energy efficiency through updated building codes and requirements, such as district cooling for new developments and introducing possible incentives to enable a growing penetration of hybrid and electric vehicles. In 2024, we will begin to ramp up the diversification of our energy mix by starting the build of a renewable energy base by 2040. That could be almost equal to our total demand for power today. We are planning to increase the interconnection capacity with our regional neighbors to import cleaner sources of energy. And finally, we are looking to decarbonize our hard-to-abate industries like aluminum, steel, and oil refining through a world-scale carbon capture storage project that is currently in the feasibility stage. Our national energy strategy also powers the ongoing development of our oil and gas sector responsibility and sustainability. Cooperation and the exchange of expertise are central to our plans. And throughout discussions with old and new partners, we have found a great appetite for collaboration. We are actively working to de-risk some of our most promising oil and gas prospects offshore through a 3D seismic program beginning next year, but I'm pushing for Q3 this year. We recently discovered 2 new natural gas reservoirs in the kingdom under our existing gas fields, in the Al Juba and Al Jof layers. Testing and drilling will continue throughout the year as we seek to expand our natural resources. To continue to expand our capabilities, we recognize that we must have access to the most up-to-date, accurate, and reliable data. We have put in place partnerships that will enable us to deploy and better integrate artificial intelligence, state-of-the-art satellite services, and digital solutions to monitor emissions. We are in the final stages of the $7 billion BAPCO modernization program as well. Our existing refinery, which is over 90 years old, will be upgraded into world-class top quartile refinery with reduced carbon and energy intensity. The refinery, once completed in 2024, will be one of the most efficient, complex, and modern refineries in the region. We are so excited about the opportunities this investment will bring to the kingdom. These are just few examples of opportunities for partnerships in Bahrain. As we chart our future for the Kingdom of Bahrain, finding and working with the right partners across the public and private sectors is essential. By joining forces, we can accelerate our adoption of new technologies, encourage innovation, and advance our infrastructure. As you can see, we have a clear vision for the future. We have no doubt that Bahrain is ready to demonstrate that the region can deliver a resilient, successful, and commercially viable energy transition, despite its harsh natural environment. From high temperature to water scarcity, we find ourselves right in the middle of the impact of the water-food-energy nexus. However, we are confident in inspiring other countries to follow our lead. As we look ahead to COP28, justice must be at the heart of our actions and intentions. As we seek to eradicate energy poverty by balancing energy security with environmental sustainability, the region will undoubtedly rally behind our brothers. Bahrain will be there alongside our neighbors and partners to ensure that it is a COP to remember, and the region emerges as a leader in energy transition. Once again, thank you, and we are excited about the opportunities ahead. There is huge potential for continued development of the sector. This year's agenda is very impressive, and we have no doubt that the conversations, discussions, and outcomes from CERAweek 2023 will not only be intelligent and nuanced, but they will be shaping the future of global energy. We look forward to sharing perspective and exchanging expertise so we can shape the future of global energy together. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.